Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, I have to give my disclaimer. I am not a professional nail tech. I am just a girl DIYing my nails at home. Today we're starting off with these 2-week-old nails. As you can see, I need a fill. So let's get started. I'm going to put on my mask because I'm going to do a lot of filing. Starting off, I'm going to be using my cuticle pusher to push back my cuticles. Then I move on to using my e-file. I'm just going to be filing off the nail polish that I have and any of the lifting that I see. Now I'm looking at the nails, seeing if there's any lifting that I need to file off. And you saw me pointing at like the corner of my nail where you can see the color is a little bit different than the rest of the nail. And that's because it's lifted. So I try to file off as much of the lifting as possible. Then I go in with my hand file to reshape the nail. There is still some lifting on my nails, but I tried to get as much of it as I can. Then I move on to removing the dust from my fingers with rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And then I am using the number 1 from Kiara Sky's Jelly Tips collection. From that same collection, we have the number 2, which is a primer, and that's supposed to help with lifting. And you see I'm only focusing the product onto my natural nail and not the nail extension. You can put it on the nail extension as well, but I just like to focus it more on my natural nails. After that, I grab my base coat and we are going to apply the base gel on my natural nails. After I applied the base gel, I put it under the LED or UV lamp for 30 seconds. Here is my polygel that I'm going to be using to fill my nail. If you guys saw my last video, well, actually 2 videos ago, you know that I use polygel to create this nail extension. So I'm using polygel again to fill the nail extension. This is my polygel brush. On one end is a spatula and the other end is the brush, the actual brush. I don't use the spatula. I just put the polygel straight onto my nails. I also have rubbing alcohol on the side to help with the stickiness, and a lint-free wipe to remove any excess product that I have. When you are doing a fill, you don't need a lot of product. The product should only concentrate on the areas that was filed off or the area that needs to be filled. And also remember that you are reshaping your nail. So make sure that, all the corners and all the crevices are nicely, filled in. That way, when you're doing your design, your nail looks really nice. You don't see the rubbing alcohol on the side, but every time the polygel starts to get really sticky, it's hard for me to move it around my nail. So I will redip my brush in rubbing alcohol to make it easier to move the polygel around. This is what my nails are looking like after I'm done applying the polygel. Then I'm going to go in with a lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol to remove that sticky layer on top. As always, I always start filing using a hand file. I find that using a hand file is a lot easier for me because I can control how much I'm removing. I can control the shape of it. And you guys can see how super dusty this all gets. So make sure that you're wearing a mask or you're wearing something that covers your nose and mouth because you don't want to be inhaling any of this dust. And then I move on to using my e-file. It's the same bit that I was using earlier. This one it's pretty fine. It doesn't remove too much and it's super safe to use around my cuticles. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning up the cuticle area. I think I used a little bit too much product and I am just making it a little bit more flush to make it look more natural, I guess. When you are using a e-file or even a hand file, um, just take your time because the shape of your nails plays a big role on your final result. So I have my e file on the lowest setting so I can control how much I'm removing, and I'm really taking my time. The video is sped up, but I'm really taking my time on cleaning up and making sure that everything looks nice, because if your nails are not shaped properly, then your final results are not going to be cute. Then I move on to using my buffing block to remove the harsh lines left on top when I was filing. And just a tip, when you are using your buffing block, use your fingers to touch the top of your nails so you can see how rough it is. If it's really rough, when you apply your nail polish, you're going to see all those harsh lines. So make sure you're touching at the top, making sure that it's nice and smooth. Going back in with my lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol. After looking at my nails, I realized that it needed to be shaped a little bit better, so I went back in with my hand file just to make the lines a little bit more crisp to my liking. Okay, now we're moving on to the fun part. I'm going to be doing marble nails, like colorful marble nails. So I have 4 colors that I chose. I have a dotting tool, and I'm basically going to show you guys how I achieve the marble look. I put a generous amount of each color on my nail. And then I'm going to use my dotting tool to just kind of move the colors around. I don't want to mix the colors to make a new color, but I want them to kind of integrate together, look like they're supposed to be together. But yeah, just have fun with it, you know? It's very relaxing. And the great thing about this marble effect is that there is no right or wrong way to do it, right? So you just do as you please, you move it around as you want. Like, just enjoy the process, I guess. I also let it sit for a minute because I always say that gel moves. So you let it sit for a minute so it can move to the any place that didn't get any gel. And then I put it under the lamp for 30 seconds. were the final results. After I'm happy with the way it looks, I grab my top coat and apply it. Finally, we move on to applying cuticle oil to rehydrate my cuticles. And these are the final results. I feel like no matter what color you use with this design, you can't go wrong because the design is so abstract that like no matter how you do it or what color you use, it's gonna look good. So this is why I like using this marble effect. And I really like the way it came out. Let me know what you guys think.